Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I have chosen to tell you guys about bees and why I believe that they are the most important creatures on the planet. So I live out in the middle of the country, can't see right now, but I've kind of grown up just surrounded by nature and I've learned to love it a lot. And so today I'm going to tell you about the different types of bees, their role as pollinators throughout the whole world, and then what a world would look like without bees. So first, I just want to make it very clear that not all bees are harmful. Bees and wasps are incredibly different. A lot of people kind of put them in the same category and say, oh, bees just love to sting. They sting everything they can. But bees don't do that. Bees are very docile creatures. Usually all they want to do is they want to go back to their hive and they want to make honey, do whatever they do, live their lives. According to Nichols, who wrote an article on bees in 2015, honeybees especially will do like a pose before they will sting something that basically is like a, hey, I don't like what you're doing, you should stop it, otherwise I'm going to sting you. And if they're left alone after that, they won't sting you. And most bees, all they're doing is trying to protect their hive if they are stinging you. They typically give some sort of warning before they do, like, hey, stay back, this is my home, get out of it. Onwards from that, I would like to tell you about how important they are as pollinators to everything that we do in life. They are some of the biggest pollinators in the world, and about 90% of plants actually rely on pollinators to survive. And that's different types of things. That's butterflies, bees, other insects flying around. They're all pollinators, but bees are by far the most efficient. According to Planet Bee Foundation, they are the most numerous and the most efficient pollinators there are. And bees are very important to continue what they're doing because a lot of the foods we enjoy are pollinated by bees, like fruits and vegetables, but also a lot of things like a lot of wheat plants are or can be pollinated by the wind, but a lot of fruits, vegetables, anything like that has to be pollinated by some sort of creature. And they contribute billions of dollars to the US economy by doing that type of thing. Because a lot of plants, unless we decide to go and like specifically say, okay, I'm going to pollinate these ones, they wouldn't get pollinated without bees, other things like that. And bees are incredibly important in that sense because they touch the most plants throughout their whole day because they're looking for things or for nectar to go and create honey or bring back to the hive. And they also are very important in pollinating our wildlife. So if you like to go hiking, if you like to plant flowers outside, they are very important in keeping those plants alive. Because a lot of other creatures don't go and land on it and bring it to other plants. And from that, what would a world look like without bees? Well, that is a very interesting question. Because a lot of people think like, oh, if the bees died, like you hear all these conspiracy theories that if all the bees died, the whole world would die because everything would die out. When in reality, it would just kind of be a worse world. Because we can keep things pollinated by ourselves, but not to the scale that bees can. Like things like the fruits and veggies we enjoy, like even like almond plants, they rely mostly on bees to pollinate them, even like when they're being farmed. So if we didn't have the bees to pollinate them, we could probably still get some of these things, but they would be a lot more expensive and a lot harder to find. And even from that, even not thinking about their pollinating, thinking about just some of the animals, like there are birds that specifically eat bees. And if bees were to die out, those birds would die. Their predators would also struggle. So just seeing a huge decrease in bees like we have been, we're seeing an effect in those types of animals and like their predators. And just we would see an overall decline in our ecosystem because a lot of animals would struggle to survive. And in conclusion, I would just like to say that I find bees very important. Bees are not meant to be feared. They are very great creatures, and we should be celebrating them and protecting them. Thank you.